On Sunday, the 21st of January, I went to a diecast event that takes place once a year at the warehouse of a well-known Dutch collector, Cor Ooms. It's a swap meet only for 1/64 scale and 3-inch collectors. At the ground floor, Cor has set up tables for befriended sellers. The first floor is all stuff Cor has for sale. The second floor is his Corvette museum. I'm going to go by seller and start at the ground floor. So the first three I got from the same seller. Here we got a Majorette Mercedes 300 TE. These were all €2. I actually already have this one in the box, mint, so with the Mercedes star and without the flea bites there, the paint chips, but you know, whenever I see a wagon and it's reasonably priced, I need to grab it. It's a disease, that wagon infatuation. Now this one is interesting. So some of you might recognize this as a Majorette fire engine. But when I turn it around, it says Mira, which is a Spanish die-cast manufacturer. Pompier, French for fire engine. So interestingly, it's the same deco with the same moving part on there, kind of a nozzle thing. I'm not sure how you would call that, but sold by Mira apparently. So yeah, thought that was interesting enough. And I did not have the Majorette version of this anyway, so it's not perfect. It's got some flea bites, but you know, good enough. And yes, another station wagon from the same seller, the Corgi Juniors Whiz Wheels Citroën Safari, made in Great Britain, metal on metal. It's got suspension. I think it's missing something on the roof, maybe a boat or something, not sure, but I don't care. It was only €2 and it's in pretty good nick, so very glad I managed to grab this. Next 6 cars are from the same seller also. These were a little bit more expensive. This is, I'm not sure what this brand is, LR or something. It's probably a Chinese knockoff of a Bugatti Veyron. It's actually pretty good. It's got a metal body in gold. Usually when we see these gold ones from Mattel, they are plastic bodied. It's got the knockoff Mattel wheels too. It's got an interior with a disc for a steering wheel, which is better than what we sometimes get from Mattel. And it's got some engine detail there, so yeah, not bad. You know, I paid €2.50 for most of these, I think, which is for this Chinese knockoff is totally not worth it, I think. But you know, it was too shiny to leave behind. And here we have another Mira. These are hard to come by. It's a Mercedes 450 SEL, made in Spain, metal on metal. And so whenever I find one that is fairly priced, €2.50, as I said, I grab it. It's got opening doors. It's got kind of a brownish gold interior. Yeah, pretty cool find. Also got a Siku Porsche 911 Cabrio from the seller. So this is the era of Siku that has the lens lights in the front and in the rear. Get some tempo in the rear for the turbo, and then in the front for the Porsche emblem, which is kind of big, and then these indicators down there in the bumper. No opening part on this, but a nicely detailed interior with a authentic looking steering wheel, and of course the rubber tires on a set of non-authentic rims that look pretty okay for a Porsche. And I like the red interior on the black outside. sets off the dullness of the black very well. Another Siku. You know I like my vans. Volkswagen van in an ambulance livery. You get the light bar on top. Get the Star of Life. I don't think there's a lot of stuff to see in the back there. It probably just looks like a van interior. And you see where Mattel got the urinal from a Siku back in the day. And the yellow oranges headlights, kind of weird, but you know, must be a French one. They had those back in the day. VW logo, front and rear, and some grille details. All in all, not bad for €2.50. I'm pleased with that. And another Siku, the Unimog snow shovel. It's got the Mercedes star painted white. Rims are white too. It's got a trailer hitch. The cabin and the bed are metal. I'm not sure if I already have this or not. I think I have one with a crane on the back, so I think this is a kind of a variation on the same theme. But you know, it's in great nick, as good as mint. So again, €2.50. That's not bad. This one I definitely overpaid. And this is a knockoff police vehicle that depicts a Subaru BRZ or a Toyota GT86. I think these were sold at a discount store for like 99 cents or something. I'm not sure. But we never saw them over here, or at least I didn't. And, you know, I just wanted it because it's got some nice features. Like rubber tires. A separate piece for the light bar. You know I'm a sucker for those. A separate spoiler. It's in a Dutch police livery. It's got an interior. And, you know, deco on 4 sides. It's not bad at all. Next seller usually has a bunch of Mercedes stuff. This is a Welly pullback. This was they were all €1 a piece. Here's some of the other Mercedes that are in the set. The good thing about these pullback ones is that they have rubber tires. I don't buy them for the pullback part. I buy them for the rubber tires, of course. Mercedes-Benz SL350. There you go. You get some details in the front and in the rear. Actually pretty nice. And these Welly cars always have a nice, good-looking interior. A proper steering wheel. Oh yeah. Is the engine in the front? I think it is. Oh yeah, it works. It's kind of, yeah. I had to revive it a little bit after all those years in the packaging. Yeah, front front drivetrain, Mercedes. Another one here in the German packaging. This is also €1. Here's some of the other vehicles in the set. So pullback. Really well wedged in there. Mercedes-Benz CL600. This one's got the engine in the back again. I have to. Oh, it's not working. Nope, it's not working. Oh well, doesn't matter, because I just buy it for the because it has the rubber tires. Again, full deco in the front. Well, almost full. It's not decoed up in front there, front bumper. But other than that, get a lot, but nothing in the rear. Oh yeah, you do. CL600 and a tiny, tiny Mercedes badge there. Well, it's really hard to see. It's got a nice and light interior, so you can see the details much better. What's that on the roof? Is that something on there? Yeah, there you go. It's off. And then we've got a fake Mattel packaging. Mattel Evolution Mini Gear Diecast metal with plastic parts, 1/64 scale ish, I guess. This was sold in the Zeeman clothing stores a long time ago, probably. And here's the other vehicles in the set. This is definitely not Welly. Some knockoff brand. The Wellies are licensed, but this Mercedes Sprinter van will most probably not be licensed, just says made in China. But it's a huge chunk of metal. We get some red paint for the taillights. And nicely detailed grille there with the headlights and indicators. A little bit of interior detail. There seems to be even seats in the back. It's almost like the 18 van that does not have the windows in the back. These are plastic wheels, yeah, but you know, again, I like my vans, hard to resist for me. Then the next row of cars, this, you can see them here, but it goes all the way from this 5-pack to the front here, so you can see most of those. I all got from a chap called Mike. He is visually impaired, so he had a lot of boxes with loose cars, so I go through them, and then when I find something I'm interested in, I hand it over to him. I put it in his hand and I tell him what it is. He feels it, and then he tells me what he wants for it. Most of them were €2.5, but we start with the cheaper ones. This is a Kinsmart Ford Ka. Kinsmart is the same company that does those poster cars, those premium ones. So this is a super mini European one. It's also a pullback car, so it's got the rubber tires that are very fragile. As you can see, they're all a bit broken. But it's got lensed headlights with the model on the license plate, the Ford badge, some paint around the window, front and rear also a little bit, and lensed taillights with the badging. So all in all, it's not bad. It's got a light-colored interior with a black steering wheel. Not much to look at the interior, and a very good working pullback feature. This one is kind of an interesting find. These are not easy to come by because they're not considered collectibles. So there's not a lot of people that keep them in good condition. They are used as toys and destroyed. This is a Dicky Toys Renault Twingo. Got some stats of the vehicle on there. Produced in 2010 February. Yeah, it's very big, you know, oversized, but it's interesting to have nonetheless. This is definitely 3-inch, so made to fit in the same packaging as, for instance, the Volvo XC60 that I have of them. It's one of the few other ones I have of Dicky Toys, some of their own castings, before they bought Majorette and quit making these oddities. €2.5. No, this was €1.5 also, just like the Kinsmart, sorry. And then we get to the €2.5 vehicles. Here we got a AMG Mercedes CLK DTM by Hot Wheels. This was the first release, 2006 first editions version. Chrome grille, that is probably part of the interior. Headlights are done, some side deco, nothing in the rear. We get the chrome exhaust, also part of the interior, interestingly. And a plastic wing. I don't think I have an example of this casting, so that's why I picked it up. Usually stuff at this event is a little bit more expensive because it's a specialized diecast meat for, 1/64 and 3" only. But, there's a chance of finding a lot of good stuff, like this Hot Wheels Talbot Lago. This is a 2006 mainline release. Got some side deco. The grille and the headlights are part of the interior. And then the bumpers are part of the metal base. Very cool vehicle. Always makes me think that it's a Bugatti, but it's very similar. Then we got a Majorette Fourgon, which is French for van. Metal body, plastic base. Also makes for the grille and headlights are part of the plastic base, side skirts and the wheel arches too. It's got red plastic doors, and there's some stuff in the back there. Let's see if we can shine a light on that. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but there seems to be some kind of a kitchen area or something like that, or a cupboard in there. So it's almost like a van conversion to a camper, but just minimal changes done to it. But a cool one nonetheless. Again, like my vans. This was, let me see, available in 2010 and 2011. Never seen a red one before, so that's why I wanted it, even for €2.50. Same with this one, BMW M3 by Majorette. It's got a little bit of suspension. It's got opening doors. It's got lens headlights, some black paint for the kidneys. No tampos in the back, and a nice interior with an authentic steering wheel. This was only available for 1 year in 2010. And again, that's why I never seen it before, and I wanted to pay €2.50 for it. Sweet. Another Majorette, the Peugeot 406 and the Super S base, with the Super S base, I mean, even though the axle does not move and it does not say Super S, so it's kind of odd. It almost looks like it's a kind of a regular release out of the Super S series, because it has a non-moving axle. This was available from 1997 to 1999. I had one of these facelift versions in a wagon. Great car to drive, but extremely unreliable. It's got the sunroof that opens up like that. Of course, we get the nice interior. It is hard to see or hard to look into because the windows are not open. But a cool one. Again, thought that was worth it. Then we get to Matchbox. I was very pleased to find this one. This is the Citroën DS, the Goddess, from 1968. This was a 2008 mainline. It's in great nick, but the chrome bumpers that are part of the interior have kind of a black edge, which probably is authentic looking to the real one. I guess they had a rubber strip on there. I don't know if it's worn off or if it's painted on. It's got the taillights done. Citroën on the license plate, front and rear. I've only seen this once carded, and the seller was asking €4. I didn't want to pay that, so I'm happy, glad and happy, glappy. With the €2.50 I paid for this. Won't find it any cheaper anytime soon, for sure. unless they remake that one or re-release it in a new packaging. Then I got a few Mercedes E-Class. This is a 1999 mainline and an intergalactic research livery with a interesting looking almost pink interior. I don't mind, you know, give it some color. I'm all for it. And these had the separate grille piece, which is chrome in this case. So that's pretty sweet. No suspension. Here's a later version from 2003, which gets the headlights done. No chrome for the grille piece, just gray, same as the interior. And you get the number 38 and the Matchbox name on the license plate. Yeah, nice one. And staying with blue Mercedes E-Classes, this is the Mercedes-Benz E430 wagon, metal on metal, no suspension either. 2003 mainline also. I already have this again, but you know, I can't resist a wagon. And the other one I have has the Matchbox 2000 logo on the hood or bonnet. So I got one without it now. Got the 55 Matchbox on the license plate. Headlights done. Gray grille again with a white interior, so definitely not the same part. It's got the hook assembly, so no post in the back. Unfortunately, when I was cleaning them, because I clean all the loose cars, some were dirty, some more than others, and this yeah, paint chipped off, unfortunately. That happens. Other than that, it's mint. Another van, Ford Transit, 2001 5-pack on patrol. This comes out of. So plastic base, plastic bumpers, and then a metal body. A nice interior. Well, at least in the front, it's got a proper steering wheel. And a SWAT livery. Cool. Big chunk of metal. And a lot of travel on the suspension. Last one. This is the most expensive one. This was €3. Chevrolet Corvette C6. Super fast from 2005. So super fast in those days means full deco, well, at least 4 tempo sides, and then these blingy wheels, a very huge wheel in the back, trying to mimic Hot Wheels, I guess, but other than that, it's a really nice one and a great find. Then from the next seller, I got this 5-pack. This is from 2009, the Fire 5-pack. €5, so €1 per vehicle. That's a great deal. So this one I'm going to open up so I can have these cars loose whenever I do the fire engines video. I bought this from a model store or a hobby store called what's it called? Miniatuurauto.nl, I think. Why can't I get this out of here? Oh, it's taped up. No, is it? I don't know. Jeez. See me struggling, huh? Let's see me struggling. Oh yeah, it's the sticker here on the base. That's fine. Anti-theft sticker from his store probably, I don't know, or from the store he bought it from. The Pierce-Fire engine. So these vehicles were all exclusive to this 5-pack. So what you see is red is metal. It's got the chrome plastic base that also makes for the centerpiece here. Then we got another plastic piece here on top and a separate piece for the top of the cabin. I think that's the Texas flag on there. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then on the door, Beaumont, however they pronounce that. Fire, and then something rescue. Yeah, number 11. So I guess Beaumont is a city in Texas. Next up, we got the Ford Crown Victoria. No suspension. Well, it's 2009, so it wouldn't have suspension, obviously. It does have the separate piece for the light bar. Fire Chief, Matchbox Fire, so this is not a licensed livery, just a generic livery. Let's see what we got inside. We have a gun in there. Well, there's nothing in there really. No box of donuts, no computer, no dispatch thingy, no rifle, no handcuffs. Oh, there's something on the dash here. Oh, look at that. That's some of those gasometer speed register thingies. Possibly. Not sure. At least there's something on there. It's on the dash this time. Okay. Must have been a while since I looked at this casting, because I could not remember that. It's got the extra lights there on the back. Parcel shelf for, lights, emergency lights. Cool. Love it. Then we get the Chevy Suburban from 2000 in the Huntley Fire Protection District livery, so that must be a licensed livery. Got the trailer hitch, command vehicle. I don't think there's something interesting on the interior of this one, because it's not a purpose-built police vehicle or fire department vehicle. Oh, it's got an extra row of seats there. Oh, didn't know that. That's interesting. Then we got the Fire Engine 2006. This is the original casting, which is, yeah. It's got a little bit more metal than the retooled one, obviously. Matchbox Fire livery, so generic. It's got the moving ladder. Does it swivel? No, it doesn't. It just goes up and down. And then we got the Mack Auxiliary Power Truck, 1991 copyright. Paramedic Fire Rescue, also got the Matchbox Fire livery. So a lot of metal on this one. All what you see is red is metal. These things flip up, and I think they extend too. Yeah, they do. I learned that from a viewer. And I think these also swivel, yeah, like that. Cool. You can a lot of play value in that, for sure. Got the Mac name on the grill there. Nice. Next seller, I got this one from. I first overlooked it. It was kind of high up on a setup on his table. I was asking 7.5. I asked him, what's the lowest you will go? And he said 6. So Okay, I'll take it for 6. This is a Tomica Premium, I believe. Subaru Impreza WRX Type R STI version. 161 scale. So got suspension, got authentic rims in gold, plastic tires, lensed headlights, a lot of deco, basically all around. WRX even on the side here, some black around the windows. No side mirrors, got the lens taillights, and a gray, silver painted exhaust. Black interior, right-hand drive, obviously. Sweet. Yeah. Really pleased to have found that. Next one from a different seller. Chrysler Jeep Grand Cherokee by Welly. This was €2. Is it still taped up? No. So I don't have to cut it. Pretty old box. Pretty old style Welly. It's got those funky old wheels. Got the Jeep in the front there. Jeep name, I mean. Some strange striping on the side. Grand Cherokee printed there, that's nice. And the 4x4 also. For me would have been fine, just had those things on there. Nothing on the back, unfortunately. We got an okay looking interior with a proper steering wheel. What more can you wish for? That's pretty good. Yep, pleased with that. Next seller had this one for sale. Stars of Germany collection by Matchbox. 50th anniversary. So that must mean 2003 actually, but they celebrated it in 2002. €2.50. That's an okay price for these. You can find these for €5 also, so like half of the price. In German, here's the other vehicles in the set. I have a few of these already, and on the base here you only have the Mattel affiliates mentioned in Germany, in Austria, and in Switzerland. That's countries where they also speak German, or something that looks like it or sounds like it. Yeah, let's open this up. Stop looking at the packaging. Which one will we give away first? I don't know. It seems, yeah, they put a lot of glue on these, so it's kind of hard to open this up without completely destroying it, but I kind of want to put it back in the box because, it's kind of a German exclusive. Okay, let's cut that open with the Swiss Army knife, so we can at least don't cut my finger. Okay, we got this one too. Yeah, it's all very fiddly. Kind of strange how they do that. Very labor intensive. This must have been, I think, back in the day. Comes with a sticker. It's kind of a double packaging. The sticker is in there like that. Cool. Neat packaging. And here we got the vehicle. So metal on metal suspension, because it's 2002. Taillights painted red. It's a hook assembly model, so we got some black from the base there on the license plate, so no post in there. And that's pretty much all we get tempo-wise on this one, just the taillights. Then the next stuff will all be stuff from the man himself, Crazy Core. So this is all stuff I found on the first floor. Most of the main lines he sells are €2.50. Well, they start at €2.50, I should say. That's basically the minimum. And then it goes up from there. I got a little discount at checkout, I would say. So this is the utility truck. This was released in 1995 and 1996. It's a big chunk of metal, and that's why I was willing to spend that kind of money. Got a plastic base, but a huge chunk of metal for the body. And it's got a moving feature. So that's all great value for money, I think. It rotates. So, yeah. Tree care livery, so it's meant for clipping trees high up there. Very cool. It's a very interesting color also. It's kind of hard to describe. And it does have suspension. Next up, we got the truck camper. This is a 1999 release. I already had this one, but mine is an error. It has a hole in the front for the molding that did not completely cast. So I got another one. Yeah. No suspension. Again, heavy metal body. Opening door. Let's get the switch underneath there. 34 states and still going. So mostly did the north of America, it seems. It's trailer hitch, got a ladder to get on top for the to the AC unit. It's a cool one. I would have preferred clear windows instead of these orange ones, but other than that, it's a very neat casting. This is the city bus, which does not excite me that much, but it does when it's a Stars of Cars version. This is from 2006. I've got quite a few of these, but I tried to collect all of them. And this will stay on the card for now. I would like to do a video on all of them when I have them. They always have the dinky on the base, that's how you can recognize them. Metal body, plastic base. Later on it got a plastic body with a metal base, so they switched it around. It's a Rio Sada casting, if I'm not mistaken. Pierce fire engine, so the same as the red one, same model as the red one that we got in the 5-pack, 2008 release. This I will open up in the fire engines video also. Same as the other fire engines that will follow. Dennis Saber. This is extremely heavy. It's got a plastic base. but a mostly metal body. There's a few cutouts, but not that many. It's got Dennis embossed in the front there. It's got the blue window piece. We get the blue cherries on top. It's got the ladder in there. Fire rescue truck. Awesome. And then we got a little bit more modern one, the Seagrave. Well, not the model, but I mean the release, 2013, because it says 60th anniversary. Usually I would not spend this kind of money for something more modern. But with this one, I think I have all the mainline releases of this casting. It's got the chrome, so that's nice. So that's why I thought, you know, why not get this one also? Then you have pretty much all of them. And then there was a sale on these window boxes. Normally they would be €2.50, but they were reduced to €2 if you bought 5, I think. So yeah, with the discount, paid a little less. This is the water pumper. This is a 2002 release, just like the copyright. It's a Matchbox original, but they did a lot of Matchbox original fire engines. I don't mind. This is a 2003 release of the highway fire pumper, the original casting. Later on got retooled. So got the blue window piece for the lights. Here we get the airport fire pumper with a moving part. Same with this one, also has a moving part. It shows it right here. This is the fire crusher. The names for these often change depending on the packaging, but the name on the base always remained the same. And I also got a few cars. First example I think I have of the Opel Frogster. Still a 2003 release. This one I am going to open up. Let's see which side gives way first. Let's do that game. I think it's going to be left. Just a guess. What are you guessing? Whoops. Okay. But this one opened a little bit better than this one. So I kind of won, right? Maybe I didn't. I like these inserts that hold them nicely. Very cool casting. No suspension. It's got this strange kind of a tonneau cover for the back. Got a proper steering wheel that seems to be upside down. Basic interior, but nice enough, I would say. Frogster and the number 74 on the side with some silver for that door hinge. I think that's what it is. Got side mirrors. I got the Opel logo embossed there. Just nicely detailed casting, actually. Yeah, very interesting. I'm glad I have an example of this finally. And then I thought this was also part of the promo. But of course it wasn't. Why would a Ferrari 365 Spider would be on sale? That's just crazy. Ferrari official licensed product that needs to be put on every Ferrari diecast or miniature model. And we're going to open it up, of course. So this was €5, paid €4.85. Normally I don't spend that much for a Ferrari, but you know, in this case, why not? There's not that many versions of this casting, I believe, and I already have 2, so you know, close to completing all the releases, I think, or maybe not. I tend to spend a little bit more at this event because it's all in the scale I collect, and because Cor is so nice to invite us to his premises. Got the prancing horse in black on the back, Il Cavallino Rampante, our name on the engine cover. It should be see-through, but it's so smoked that it's kind of hard to see. Proper steering wheel, Ferrari logo there. Yeah, nice one. Sweet. He also had a bunch of Hot Wheels for sale. Not many interesting ones. Well, at least not on these older cars. These are from 2003. Yeah, 2003. But this is a wagon. It's the 40 Woody. It's got a metal base, metal. What you see is black is metal, and then a plastic part that represents the wood part of the vehicle. Wild Wave livery, so kind of a surfer vehicle, I guess. But yeah, this is for the wagon video, so I will open it then. And I was very glad to find this one. This is the Sid Meets Sentinel 400 Limo. So for my limousine collection, finally have an example of this. This is from 2002. So chrome plastic base. Goofy little vehicle. Goofy looking vehicle, I would say. Flat black roof partially. Red painted taillights. This is the first release of this casting, I believe. Let's see my notes. I didn't write it down. That doesn't matter. I believe it's the first release. I don't think there was many releases to start with. So yeah, it's got some speakers in the back there. Yeah, funky looking vehicle. I just wanted to add it to the limousine collection. Also bought some premium things from him, from Cor. Greenlight, M&J Toys exclusive holiday ornaments. So it's got this clip thingy to put it in your Christmas tree. 2015 Nissan GTR 35. This was €8, which is fairly cheap, because I think when new, these were like €15 or something. They were more expensive than the normal releases. Limited to 4,600 pieces. Chase limited to 200 pieces. And this has a 2016 copyright. It's also got the 2016 production date there. I pre-cut these to go a little bit faster. So here's that thing. I will send this to a friend. Oh yeah, and the windows come separately because of course you have to be able to put the clip on there. The clip goes on there like that, and then you can hang it up. So you have to insert the window still. I will do that off camera. It's going to be too fiddly. Number 1669. Of course, it's got rubber tires, obviously. Nice rims, nice blue color, lensed headlights, full deco. I believe the taillights are painted. Yeah, nice one. And then the other premium vehicle I got from him, pretty old one, from the GL Muscle series, with a unique trading card, the 2013 Chrysler 300 SRT in deep cherry red crystal. or in French, Rouge Cerise Cristal. Series 7 was a little bit more expensive. 2013 copyright. I already have one of these in red, but with a plastic base from the Motor World series. Don't know if it's the exact same red, so I decided to open it up anyway. We'll see. Number 2882. Nice red. Black rims. Of course, we've got the rubber tires. Lensed headlights. All kinds of details all around. Sweet. Then I also met a few friends, and some came bearing gifts. This one I got from Diecast Dude. He was invited to the Majorette headquarters, and with the invitation came this one, celebrating 60 years of Majorette in 2024, the first ever Majorette casting. It was also handed out at the, or is being handed out at all the toy fairs in 2024 that the Majorette attends, like the Nuremberg Toy Fair and the London Toy Fair. Very little mumbo jumbo on the base compared to usual. So you can kind of push through this hole to push the box out. New casting for 2024. Gold base. Race car, it says there. Interesting. I think it's got rubber tires. Yeah, it does. Gold rims. Chrome exhaust stacks. Gold driver with gold interior and a chrome roll bar. Number 24 in the front. Yeah. They're doing a whole series of this. I don't think that's going to be very popular. If I were them, I would just have included this casting in the Vintage Cars series and just do, one color per year. But, it's their money. They decide what to do with it. I don't think it's not going to be very popular. I mean, I like it, and I would buy it if I would find it in the store for a reasonable price. But for me to get the whole set, they're going to have to be dumping those for a bargain. And then there was also my buddy JK, who also got me a bunch of gifts from Finland. That's where he is from. He brought me this store exclusive from the Tokmanni stores. So you can see here by the barcode, Tok, short for Tokmanni. So specific for those stores. It was packaged in Bangkok on the 15th of May of 2023. Let's take a look. Fills up the box pretty good. This truck or rig or lorry, it's a MAN TGS. Nicely detailed in the front. Even some details on the side on the cab. The COE, cab over engine. And of course the advertising for the company. Hey, that's an interesting backside. I don't think I have seen this before. It's got this short opening tailgate thingy that doesn't open all the way to the back. Interesting. I think that's the first example I have of this container. Cool. It's a little bit loose on there. That's interesting. Doesn't come off, does it? No, I don't think so. Okay, cool. Nice one. Now, my buddy JK goes to Japan every once in a while to buy Diecast and to enjoy the car scene over there. And he got me a few of the Tomica basics. Volvo C40 Recharge. He knows I like to collect Volvo, so he always looks out for me. That is very nice of him. So let's take a look at this Volvo. So I'm guessing this is a full electric and not a hybrid. A 1/63 scale. Suspension, usually it has an opening part, but I don't see one on this one. Okay, so no more opening part then. Are those lights lensed or what? Yeah, they are. Lens lights in the front, but they painted a kind of an LED strip on there. Got the Volvo badge. Wraparound taillights. The roof is metal. It's painted black together with all the posts, window posts. And in the back we got Volvo C40 and a recharge badge on the right. Bumper, bottom part of the bumper is plastic. In the back, a little bit more metal in the front. Yeah, cool. I'm very happy to have it. And it's got an okay interior with a disc for a steering wheel, which is good enough. He also went to a Tomica shop, and they always sell those Tomica shop exclusives there. So he found this pink 2000 GT and picked it up for me. Cool. He sent me a picture and said, would you like this? Yeah, sure. 2023 release for this one. This is a 2022 release. Right there. You can see the year. Let's check it out. Is this metal on metal? Wow, look at that. It is. Oh, that's cool. So heavy. Suspension, opening doors, Tomica shop. Now I wonder if all Tomica shop exclusives are metal on metal. I think he got me some before, so I don't remember if they were. So got the taillights that are part of the base that clip into the back. So hook assembly in the rear. And then this seems to be a separate insert also. Or is it also part of the... No, it can't be part of the base. That wouldn't work, would it? Cool. Awesome. He also got me some Hot Wheels basics that I missed out on in 2023. The Rematch Nevera in white. I will open this up in the electric cars video, or maybe electric supercars video. Not sure how I'm going to split up all those electric vehicles that I have assembled in a box by now. Fiat 500e. I got this loose from a 10-pack. So keep discarded. Same with this one, the 1989 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG. Also got this in a 10-pack. Very cool casting. This one I'm going to open up. 2018 Honda Civic Type R in a Japanese police livery. Sweet. GNC badging there. Japan nostalgic car. That stands for, I believe. So three tempo sides, nothing in the rear. That's okay. Nice one. And another electric, the Tesla Roadster in the Then and Now series. So that'll also be opened up then. And he also got me, well, no, wait, let's do this first. So I never found the Nissan 5-pack. He had a bunch of those because he's a JDM collector. So he bought me one of these out of his stash. Again, very nice of him. It's got the names of the vehicles on the back here, so I might keep that in case it's not mentioned on the base. Oh, I don't have to cut it because these have these things here to open them up easily. Yeah, and then I throw it away. Jeez. Of course I would. Datsun 620. Gray grill part of the interior. Also the bed floor is part of the interior. Datsun embossed on the tailgate. Nissan Skyline GTR 32. Red, gray rims. Lots of sponsors on the hood or bonnet. And we get the taillights and some other details. That's nice. Cool one. Next up, I guess, see, this one does not have the name on the base. This is the Nissan Skyline HT 2000 GTX. I knew I was going to need that box. Seems to mimic some white wall tires there. That's kind of cool. Got side deco, no front deco, and no rear deco. Yeah, that's typical for a 5-pack model. But it's a cool casting. I like it. Then we got the Nissan Silvia S13. This is a metal flake white or pearl white. Don't like the blue window piece. Totally not necessary. So side deco and rear deco. Rear deco is very nicely done. And then we get the Nissan Fairlady Z. Side deco and top deco. It's got a bit of a paint chip there. I seem to notice that more and more on these 5-pack models. They're very loose in the packaging and they bang around in there, and then somebody might drop it in the store or something like that and then get dinged up. Oh well. It's a freebie, so I'm not going to complain at all. All right. He also got me some premium stuff. Here's the 1967 Ford Anglia Racer, so Euro Ford in the Hot Wheels Boulevard series, number 86. Other vehicles in the set. I bet you he got all 3 of these JDM vehicles. Made in Thailand, in the Matchbox factory. Real riders, full deco, Ford race team livery on it. First example I have of this casting. Love the back window, how it's slanted like that. That's awesome. Bumper delete version, and sits really low, of course. Porsche 935 from the same set, so he got me the 2 European ones and he kept the Japanese ones. Number 87. Cool rims. Like it when they put these on the Porsches. It's got a roundel on there, but no number. Got Porsche and a windshield banner. And Porsche also on the wing. Nothing tempo-wise in the rear. Makes it look kind of bland. Fiat 131 Abarth. Also a very cool one from the Modern Classics. Again, he must have gotten the Honda, the Toyota, and the Mazda. Cool one. Hot Wheels on the license plate. Other details on the back. Front too. I like the extra lights there. Awesome. Cool one. Interesting construction on this. It's got the wheel arches, these extended fenders that are not part of the metal base and not part of the metal body. They seem to be a red piece that makes for the floor inside the vehicle, but the interior is black, so it's kind of odd. I think my light is not. Battery is almost flat. You see, it's got the red floor, so it's not the black metal base. You see, it's a red plastic floor, and the actual interior is black with the roll cage in there. So interestingly, there's a separate piece of plastic between the metal base and the black interior. I don't know if they translate this to, or how they're going to translate this to a basic casting whenever this comes to basic. So I'll be interested to see how they do that. Yeah, interesting construction on this one. Of course, he also got me a few Volvos. I already got this one. It's 73 Volvo 142 GL. So I got this loose, so I'm going to keep this carded, obviously. So I have both versions, one loose, one carded. There's all European cars in here in the Canyon Warriors set, so you probably did not get any of those. Just got this one for me, which is much appreciated. And he also got me this one, Volvo P220 Amazon Estate. The K&N livery. I did not have this one. He might have gotten the Nissan. Not sure. So I will open this up, but I will keep the packaging for the thumbnail picture for the wagons video. You can just insert it back in there. and looks like it's not been opened. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking, must say. Because of all the different colors and shades on there. Makes it look pretty cool. And of course the shape of the vehicle, you know, the long roof is awesome. Sweet. And he also got me this one. Hot Wagons. Volvo 850 Estate. So he told me, if you want the other ones, my local Smith's Superstores has a bunch of these. Well, except for the Datsun Bluebird wagon, he said, my buddy JK, because an employee took all of those. That employee told it to JK that he took all of those. Nice. So he told me where to go, and I went there to look for the other ones. We'll talk about that later. Well, in a minute. This does not have the easy to open thingy here in the middle, so these are not made in Thailand, I think. Nope, made in Malaysia. Look at that. Interesting. So metal on metal. It's going to be hard to open this one up without and putting it back in there. That's not going to work, is it? I prefer the Matchbox packaging, but I'll try it this way. Yeah. Okay, that works pretty good. See? Looks like it has not been opened. I got an empty one. Wow, it's an error. White metal base, blue metal body, Volvo on the grill. Yeah. Not a huge fan of the livery on this one, but it's good enough. Are those the colors of the Swedish flag, blue and yellow, or is it different? I'm not sure. Nice wheels on these, kind of new style wheels. Like it. It's got a little bit of a Michelin logo there. Sweet. And hook assembly model, so no base, no post in the back. That is awesome. So I went to the Smith Superstore near where JK lives. I just followed him there, actually. And I did find some hot wagons on the pegs. Actually, there were dozens and dozens of these American ones left, and everything else was gone. So I don't have any example of this Audi R6 Avant with a metal base, basically because everyone in Europe wants this. So that was obviously gone. Luckily, I got the Volvo from JK, and the Datsun was never in the store because the employee took all of them. So I got the American ones because at €3.99, metal on metal, I think that's worth it. I'll spend that kind of money. This is the is this number one? Yeah, this is number one. 1964 Chevy Nova wagon. It's basically the only silver series set. This kind of looks like silverish, right? That had all metal base vehicles. Probably was the first silver series set they did, I'm not sure. And it's going to be the best one they ever did, of course, because they're wagons and they were all metal on metal. It's all downhill from here, folks. Yeah, got some details on that unpainted front end. Then, you know, just full deco. Very nice. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Huge wheel in the back. That's the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of. But again, these new wheels, very cool. They put on these Silver Series. Then we got the custom 66 GTO wagon. Oh yeah, and by the way, this does have a post in the back, as you can see the rivet here, but it's attached to the tailgate, the lift gate. So that's a great way to do it because you don't have a post in the back. Custom 66 GTO wagon, also a very cool one. This has a does have a clear coat on the silver base, or it's a silver painted base. I'm not sure. Where this is just a naked Zamac base. Interestingly, also get some details in the front. It's flat black painted body, two-door wagon. Very cool. And it's got a doggy in the back. Oh, how awesome is that? Hook assembly model, so no post in the back again. So the doggy has all the space he wants for himself. GTO there on the license plate hook base thingy. Very cool taillights. What an awesome LED sled. And it's got a two-stage long roof. Look at that. Sweet. I don't understand why all these other collectors don't buy those, because they are freaking awesome. Oh well, their loss, my game. Otherwise, I would not have had any. Also, surprisingly, I found this French police vehicle in this Dutch toy store. There was only one, and it was not at in the Siku section. So, kind of an odd one to find. BMW M3 Coupe, French police. Sweet. Yeah, that's about as much as I'm willing to pay for a Siku, but it's got the old style features still, so it's worth it. I later on found it cheaper on Amazon for a little over €3, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Slide out like that. Now, for those of you who are not from Europe, don't think these vehicles are actually used by European police agencies. They're not. Here in Europe, police units usually use big vehicles because they got a whole lot of stuff with them. So often station wagons or big saloons, SUVs sometimes, or off-roaders even. But a coupe, that's never going to be the case because it's just not interesting as a police vehicle. So we got lensed taillights, you got lensed headlights, you got a separate piece for the light bar, you got rubber tires on unfortunately boring looking generic wheels, and we got opening doors that open far and wide and reveal a nice looking interior with a proper steering wheel. Those were the days when Siku really did a great job. Police Nationale livery. I don't think they would be gray if they were proper French police vehicles. I think they would be white if it was Police Nationale and blue if it was Gendarmerie, I think. But correct me if I'm wrong. But we got, yeah, tempo on 4 sides. That's good enough with all the extra stuff we get. I'm very happy with it. And also got this one from Smith's Superstores, the Jay Leno's Garage diorama. It was reduced to only €14.99. That's it. That's a whopper. Regular Hot Wheels premium releases are close to that price for one vehicle. So to get 4 of them, yeah, that's a steal. Of course, I basically bought it for the 1955 Mercedes-Benz Blaues Wunder. That is the transport vehicle in the back there. I want to compare it to the Norev one. There's the Jay Leno tank car, which is unlicensed. I don't have any of these vehicles. So this is a repeat from the Jay Leno single premium set. So some people were kind of annoyed that this was again in there. And, you know, I would have preferred the 300 SL by Mercedes to put on the back of that to be in there, the red one. That would have been much better. And it's got 2 American vehicles in there. That's why they had to reduce in price, because nobody wants American vehicles here in Europe. So the Ford GT and the Ford 2070 Ford GT and the Ford Shelby GT350R. Basically a Mustang that has been Shelby'd out. And here we got them on the back again. So yeah, these are normally €30, so this is half price. So yeah, whenever I find these for like 25 or less, I will scoop them up. Thanks for watching.